Good morning. So it is Tuesday morning. The wind is just howling, just rocking these spruce trees. It's a really nice Chinook, and the fun thing about Chinooks up here this time of year is it turns your whole yard into one huge skating rink. Crazy dangerous. So Sunday, I didn't do a video yesterday. Yesterday, Corey and I, we just made bags. We made a whole bunch of bags. I think we made 16 or 17 bags. And there's just, there's no time for filming when you get two people going because you make them so fast. But on Sunday, I went out to a place just up the road, about 30 clicks away, picked up a new piece of machinery for the farm. I drove that all the way home, and right here at the corner, I fell right off the road into the ditch. So that was my first experience with the new toy, is pulling it out of the ditch. Also, I'm going to say right at the start of this video, because very few people watch these all the way through, last week Stan and I from Kirkfell Farm, we had planned to do a live talking about the impact that the consumer has on livestock, the economy, things like that. Just how efficient are your purchases, and they're maybe not as efficient as you think they are. We were going to do that last week. Stan got sick, so we decided we'll just push it off. No need in these crazy times to risk anything. So we're going to do it this Friday the 28th at 8 o'clock. And so definitely hop on there. That'll be a live. We're going to do it on both channels, Kirkfell Farm and Bloom Family Farm, this channel. Also, if you're watching these videos and you're getting any enjoyment out of them, click the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do that too. We're always cooking around, doing goofy things, whatever, farming. But yeah, here's the new toy. So this is a brand newish 2003 TH460B telehandler, and I'll be honest, I'm a fairly cheap guy, but I really couldn't pass this up. So the gentleman I got it from, he's selling his farm and he's moving into the city. He'd been getting his feed here, and he had been watching my operation for the last few years. And he said when he decided to make the tough choice to sell this, he wanted to make sure that I had the first option to buy it. So I really appreciate that. And we're going to get the quick attach for the front so we can use all our skid steer attachments. And this will just be a lot better for us because it's 4-wheel drive and it's got all the fancy steering options and stuff like that. It's got this tilt feature. Maybe they all do. I don't know. I didn't do any research into telehandlers. But where you can, if you're on uneven ground, you can tilt the cab so you can pick up your pallets easier. And with the amount of pallets and bags and totes of molasses that we're loading, excuse me, it was definitely time to get something a little bigger. This is a 9,000 pound capacity machine. And it's just, we'll be able to put the bags further into horse trailers now, because we've been loading quite a few of those. Up until now, we had to load it in with the backhoe and either push it with another pallet, or if people wanted it really far, like I loaded a C-can one time, I had to actually turn around and then use the extend-a-hoe part of the backhoe and push the stuff to the back of the C-can. So hopefully this machine will, it'll probably live out the remainder of its life on our farm, because I think it'll be just a really versatile machine for us. We don't have a lot of livestock, although we're planning to get, 10, 20 steers every year. We'll buy them in the spring, keep them over summer, sell them in the fall. Some of them we're going to keep further into the winter, so we will need something to feed with. This has bale spears on it, 4-wheel drive. We don't have a 4-wheel drive or a front wheel assist tractor for feeding. Not that that's a deal breaker. I know there's tons and tons and tons of farmers. Almost every old farmer actually spent the bulk of their feeding career without a front wheel assist tractor, because those are relatively new technology. And when they came out, most of the people couldn't afford them anyways. So by the time the farmers that I know got to get into the front wheel assist market, you were looking, it was already about, only about 15 years ago. So first thing, and I'm curious, if you're watching this and you're most likely involved in I don't know, ag or some sort of working with your hands, working with whatever. Do you have the curse? So what I mean by that is this ram was on in place of this black ram. So when I picked up the machine, the guy said, I had to put this yellow ram on because I couldn't find this black ram. And he knew he had it, but he didn't know where it was. So he just kind of, it wasn't the right ram is what I'm saying. But he said he put it on and then he found this black ram, but there was no point in switching this yellow ram out because, I mean, why? So he's been using this telehandler on his farm, feeding and moving panels and doing all sorts of things for quite a while. And he always had this yellow ram on. The black one was just sitting in his shop. So when I went to pick this up, he gave me the black ram and some other miscellaneous things that go along with this. All I did was drive this home and then lift the boom up and down, and the ram broke. So my point to that is this guy could own this machine and use it for a couple years, few years, however long he had it, with this ram in place of that black ram and never have this fail. All Robin Bloom has to do is get in the thing and drive it 30 kilometers and it already starts to break. So I was fortunate that he had this ram and that he just threw it in because it's what it goes with anyways. So I'm back up and running. I do need to get a bracket for back here yet. This was missing and he could never find it. The bracket here is what will allow for the telehandler to scope in and out. However, that's really not a function I ever plan on using, certainly not right away. So all I really needed was the lift. But I did phone for that bracket this morning. So there's a couple people looking into seeing if they can get it. And if not, it's not hard to make. Just get a welder to build need a plate on the top, plate on the bottom, a bar running up and down, and a pin to go through in here. And then life will be good. Hook these hoses back up and it'll be just like new. But first thing I'm gonna do here now, I put a light bar up on top of my backhoe because when my alternator was overcharging, it blew up all of the lights, every single light. These two in the front, these two in the back, signal lights, everything. Poof. So I ordered new lights, and I don't know if anybody's seen the hilarity of what's going on in California right now. But I guess I think it's called Los Angeles County or whatever. The trains are running through there, and the people are jumping on the train and cutting the sea cans open and throwing all the stuff out faster than the train can get through there. So they said it's just miles of garbage, like boxes piled up because they're throwing everything out, opening it up, stealing all the stuff. So when I ordered these lights, I ordered 2 packages. They were packages of 4, so I was supposed to have 8 12-volt LED machinery lights coming. And Corey just got an email, I think on Friday, that, yeah, unfortunately your packages are gone and they don't make those lights anymore, or they're out of stock or whatever. So we'll just refund you your money and you can't get your lights. This kind of plays in a little bit to what we're going to be talking about with the consumer and the supply chain and everything falling apart. It seems to be, not only is this stuff super expensive, not only is this stuff far away, but now the stuff doesn't even exist and you can't even get it. So if you had the money and you had the means of shipping it or going to get it, they don't even have it. So I don't know what that means for 2022, if we all just have to revert back to our caveman days where we just, live off the little bit of land that we have and smash rocks together for fire. I don't know what the plan is, but I know I don't have lights coming. So I had this light bar. It's out of that cheap package that I bought at a Ritchie Brothers sale. I've made a couple videos on that. They're total junk, total pieces of shit, but I got it. It is new. I'm just going to wire it up, and then at least I'll have some lights, because I loaded some stuff last night in the dark, and I'll tell you, that wasn't very fun. evening. So unfortunately, we had some other stuff come up today, and I didn't get out to do much. We did work on the old telehandler for a little bit here. There were some burnt out fuses, some disconnected wires, stuff like that. So most everything works. The lights and everything are all working. One thing, I blew some air through the bug juice lines, and I should have known better because I actually blew the line off in behind this black guard. So I'm just going to take that off, put the line back together. It is 6:30 now, so then I'll head in and have some supper. We did bag up some small bags, as you saw, and that's about it. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully we get some more bags made and stuff like that. I did want to run out. There's a couple stray bales sitting in our field. I wanted to go see if I could pick them up with this thing because it's got that bale spear on it, and see how that goes. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one.